Now, this is BMW's most affordable model for the Indian market. It's ready for launch. This is the 2 Series Gran Coupe or the Gran Coupe. The 2 Series making a comeback to the Indian market after a few years. We're driving this car on the beautiful ECR or the East Coast Road. We have a lineup of cars right over here, a shade of grey, a shade of black. We also have white, but blue is missing from the lineup. Nevertheless, it's going to be a petrol-only offering. It's a front-wheel drive, but there is a lot to talk about from the design point of view, interiors point of view, and of course, the driving point of view. So I'll start this video right away from the driving point of view because that is something all of you do want to know. First of all, the steering definitely is on the lighter side, be it at slower speeds or of course higher speeds or even at parking speeds. The effort required for the steering wheel is really less, so that's a good thing for people looking at using this car for urban use. Second, in spite of being not a large sedan, visibility is excellent. The large windows, this area is large, and the dashboard is not too high, so it won't intrude into your visibility. So that again is a very good thing for people looking at the 2 Series as a daily urban commuter. But the big question is, yes, the engine capacity definitely is small. We have seen that happening in other cars as well. Internationally, turbos are being used to extract the maximum power and torque. The capacity is definitely going down. In this case as well, it's 1500 cc. The power is reasonably good, 150 horses, but the torque is great, 235 Nm. And I'm going to tell you the first thing itself, the DCT gearbox 7-speed is a joy to use. The combination of the DCT and the engine and the tuning definitely makes this a very torquey car. So without even trying hard, you end up breaking speed limits or going faster than the other traffic without even trying hard. But if you want to go pedal to metal like this, it becomes a bit vocal, but you don't get pushed into the seat. That it's fast, but not in capital FAST. It's reasonably quick, but not in capital QUICK. So you get my point. Don't buy this expecting thrilling moments the moment you press the right pedal. That thing is missing. Now this car comes with the boost mode as well. To activate that, you can use the left paddle shifter for the downshifts. Press it for 3 seconds and look at this. This goes to sport boost from only sport, and we are assuming it remains only for 10 seconds. Otherwise, I think it's a very good package, and let me elaborate. In spite of the 18-inch wheels, ride quality is definitely very good, still very good. Basically, as compared to the earlier iteration of 17-inch wheels, it's gone to 18-inch, but the sidewall has been retained. That absorbs bumps to an extent. Also, the ground clearance because of that has gone up by 19 millimeters. BMW has worked a lot on suspension, both the front and the rear, and that really translates into a ride quality which can be termed as, in my books, 8 out of 10. So easy to drive, good visibility, ride quality is nice, it's torquey, it's fast, but not the kind of fast that enthusiasts will seek. But I still feel 90% of buyers will be happy given the overall package. You do have a drive modes. It's a front wheel drive, and being a small capacity engine, it's reasonably efficient as well. We did a quick reel for around 25 kilometers, keeping at the speedometer at 75 in the 7th gear. You won't be doing that, but just to show you that at such speeds you will get 21 kmpl. So if you're doing cross country runs at 90, 100, 110, you will still have a very good 14 to 16 kmpl. I have a barricade coming up, and this is the joy that the 2 Series retains. The handling retains in spite of your light steering, which is a boon for everyday usage. Your handling remains. It's an agile car, and if you're into cars, if you're into an area that has got curves and hills, you will definitely be enjoying the 2 Series at the cost of that neck snapping acceleration moment. That will definitely not happen. But otherwise, it's a great, enjoyable package. Sunday morning drives like these ones on the ECR, you're not trying too hard, the gearbox is working very well, you will have a good time with your loved ones inside the car. Also, again, I want to reiterate, like I told you, like I'll tell you in the next package of the interiors, great place to be, definitely a great place to be. Now, one thing I forgot to add was the NVH level. Overall, they've done a very good job. It's just the tires that end up transmitting some kind of road noise into the cabin. Otherwise, the insulation is very good. At even higher speeds, the wind noise does not come in. Engine in most cases remains inaudible, and if you're gentle on the right pedal, the gearbox will go into the 7th gear at as low as 74-75 kmph. So if you're a person with a light right foot, or you are taking it easy after a long day at work, the engine will remain very efficient. It's just that Beemer may need to look at the tires in terms of the road noise filtering into the cabin. We have just crossed through multiple patches of tarmac, but at most patches, the road noise is definitely coming in. So we're done with the driving part, and now I tell you about the interiors, and then you move on to the design as well, and a few more inputs on the way in the video. The ending, by the way, do not miss that. It's a beautiful location that we often use in this part of the country. Driving done, now the second space on the inside, the interiors of the 2 Series Gran Coupe. In one word, excellent. Be it the fit and finish or the way it screams sportiness, I'm pretty happy with the treatment on the inside. You do get a lot of M elements. For example, the steering wheel looks superb. You also have very thoughtful features. For example, the way you operate the flow of the air towards your face, the way to change that is thoughtful, very different, never seen on cars in the segment. You also have this panel which is illuminated, looks great at night, and this contrast stitching which seems to end abruptly but looks nice. Good use of the aluminum color on the door handles right over here, on the steering wheel, on panels of the AC as well. So yeah, it's feature loaded, of course. It looks nice. The touch and feel is nice as well. Display, there are 2 screens connected together in a curved way towards the driver as well. Lot of information coming in from this part. For your longer journeys, the seats, they also have the lumbar support, and the seats themselves, they hug you pretty well. Very essential to give you that extra sporty theme on the inside. Space, I stand 6 feet tall, no complaints since early afternoon. We have been driving the car for almost 5 hours now. No issues in terms of the seat comfort, the visibility all around as well. So happy in the first row. Tall people, not an issue in spite of the sunroof, ample amount of knee room as well. Before I go to the second row, storage spaces, well, plenty in the doors right over here. Couple of cup holders, your wireless charging, more space to keep one more phone, and of course a deep storage space right over here. To go to the second row, I'll open the door and look at this. You do have a pillar-less theme for the doors. This gives it a very convertible kind of a coupe kind of a design. Now to the back seat for your friends and family members. Is there space? Now length is increased, but the wheelbase is same. Things at the back, I'll show you. Things at the back, now this is where issues will start from a family point of view or a vehicle for 4 people. Of course, as a typical audience, they will not be using this car with their family members too many times, maybe a couple of times a month, but you should know this. This seat is for someone who's 5'10". I stand 6 feet tall, and I just have about a couple of inches left, but I can't seem to take my feet under the front seat. Secondly, the headroom is definitely compromised. So my friends from Punjab who wear a turban, if you are over 5'9", 5'10" with a turban, things will not be too good at the back. Next, the door, it doesn't open too wide. So getting into the rear and getting out is an exercise as well. But apart from that, things are not bad. The fit and finish, the quality of the materials, the texture and the upholstery is top notch. You have a cup holders, a couple of seat charging outlets, you have your AC vents, and there is ample space in the door pads as well. Like the front doors, you also have a pillarless theme for the rear doors as well. By the way, bonus point, from practicality point of view, you can actually access the boot from this part very easily. And if you're just 2 at the back, this can be used as an armrest, as an extended armrest. So in your family, if the members are not too tall or your friends are not too tall, then no issues. But for anyone over 5'10", 5'11", things are not too good at the back. The boot space, let's go there. Now the second row might be tight, but this is not bad at all for a small sedan from a luxury maker. You can have 3 or 4 mid-sized suitcases right over here, and that in spite of a spare wheel which comes in on this part. This is a space saver, by the way. You have a small net on the right side to keep knickknacks like this pouch on this side, but yeah, that's about it. So boot space is decently good. The second row is best for people under 5'9", 5'10", but the first row, no complaints. And finally, the design part of the 2 Series. In India, we say, "Jo dikhta hai, wo bikta hai." It's true for the segment of sedans as well. As compared to the earlier iteration, it's grown up in size. When I say size, it's mainly about the length of the vehicle and the height as well. And then a lot of new treatments and a lot of new add-ons. For example, this is a relatively large bonnet for an entry-level sedan. Look at the length and the lovely crease running across both the ends over here. The front part is like modern-day BMWs in a lot of way. For example, this grille is illuminated, so that is something great for an entry-level sedan from the BMW brand. You also have this blacked-out theme for the lower part. Lovely lights. We are told they are very good at night. Yet to try them out in the daytime. They do the job very well for the DRS at least. On the side, the alloy wheels have gone up from 17 to 18 inches, but don't worry, the side wall is same, so that means the absorption capability remains the same. Because of the increase in size of the alloy wheels, the ground clearance has gone up by 19 millimeters, so it's also taller because of that and higher ground clearance. You of course have level 2 ADAS, not level 2 ADAS, but a lot of add-ons from the ADAS suite. You can see that on this part right over here. On the side profile, you do have your camera on both the ends, of course, for this front view camera. A reasonably long sunroof on this end. And of course, as you go back, this sort of tapers into a notchback feel into the boot of the 2 Series. You have the tool batching on this end over here. If you look closely, you also notice it's sort of a D-chrome badge treatment for the car. I don't see chrome anywhere over here, even on the alloy wheels. You of course have the M badging because there is a lot of M treatment on the outside and inside. At the back, I'm a big fan of the way the lights look like, the way they're integrated, and the way the design has been made like an arrow on both the ends. Of course, no connected theme, but lovely lights over here. It's a 2 Series, so 218 comes right over here. The BMW logo, the shark fin antenna, and of course, lovely diffusers at the back. You can't seem to see the exhaust as well. Even if I go lower, I can't see exhaust. They are hidden, but these look very, very sporty. But it's of course the theme, the sporty theme continues. So yeah, design wise, I think good stuff from BMW. Colors, you will ask me, a shade of grey, lovely. You have white, you have black, you also have blue, but unfortunately the last color is not on the media test drive as of now. And that brings us to the end of this beautiful, enjoyable day with the BMW 2 Series. What a lovely backdrop, you will agree. Now, time for the verdict, and first things first. This is not your typical family BMW offering. There are hiccups in that regard, like the space and comfort levels at the back. But otherwise, for people who are youngsters, people who are young at heart, people who seek the sportiness of a BMW in a relatively affordable package, they will have no reason to complain. This one looks wow. The interiors are excellent. The feature list is really exhaustive, and engine, though small, has oodles of torque to get you ahead of traffic without even trying hard. And icing on the cake has to be the handling on offer. So as an overall package for youngsters out there in the market, this one ticks all the right boxes. Now, as of today, pricing is not out, but what we do know is that it will be manufactured in India, and BMW really wants to go to that affordability factor for people who have been seeking to own the illuminated kidney grille at an affordable package. It could be the pricing, it could be the options to own it, it could be the EMI package or the financial services, but yes, a good surprise is coming your way very soon. Anything else that you have not told you about the 2 Series, well, let me know in the comment section below. And guys, very soon we are off to Ladakh in not an ICE vehicle, but an EV vehicle. Which vehicle, what location? For that, you have to subscribe to the channel, and also don't forget to hit the bell icon as well.